The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Arsenal.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
It's going to be a real pleasure to see the mercurial Alessandro Del Piero.
Genuine legend of the Italian game.
Yeah, the Del Piero zone was named after his trademark move of drifting out wide before easing inside to aim at the far post, and he can play in any advanced position.
Neymar. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't tick out that killer ball.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against River Plate.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. The unmissable figure of Jan Koller. No doubt with his strength. Up he goes!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
River Plate finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Donatoni. And here's Roberto Carlos. And he's had it nicked away. Cross flung into, he gets big! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Looking for options for movement. Drives, there's the header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. River Plate are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Bale. Distributed tidily. That's a shade optimistic. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, great chance! And the ball's come loose here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Roberto Carlos. That'll be a throw-in. Ball swung in. Out of play for a goal kick. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram gets over and intercepts. This looks promising.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And it's Bale. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now it's Roberto Carlos.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Big header! Goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Morocco are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And now he has two. Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Well, the referee... And we hit half-time. Reflections on the first half.
River Plate really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team.
Please report
I'd
to the
expect to
staff
see
room
the same
immediately.
positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Substitutions taking place.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And it's made its way to him. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. It'll be a throw-in. Donadoni plays it in. There will be a throw-in. Rice. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Schneider. Good ball, good take. Chance for a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
River Plate with the corner, they're first. And he's there to clear it. Morocco have the chance to go the other way. Excellent challenge there, uncompromised. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Schneider. Rice. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get...
He rises! Sticks it away! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Oh, what has happened here? And here's Roberto Carlos, showing good feet. And he's whipped it across. Defending of the desperate variety. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Vinicius Junior.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. River Plate really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Shapes to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Looking for the run, and he plays one through. Oh, good take in a good area, and he shoots! Oh, taken with style. River Plates are level. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that will be the final act. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that.
Match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, it's not very often that we single out the team's goalkeeper as their most influential player, but I suppose we can make a special exception for this fella, Iker Casillas, Jim.
No doubt about that, Peter. I mean, whether it's through making saves or just through his sheer presence, he has a huge influence on any team he plays in.
Leading from the back, as it were.
Exactly.
Batistuta receives it in a good position here. Can he get it through? That looks a good ball through. Face to face with the keeper. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And this is Stoichkov. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Neves. Played out to the right. Aimed in towards the centre. And that is expertly dealt with. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, well measured. That's the keeper's ball. Baresi makes the interception. Pirlo tries to play it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Oh, Red, nice interception. Now, can they get him away? And this is Stoichkov! That's got him rattled. River Plate with the corner, there first.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Has a shot! Magnificent! A finish of true class! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, a robust challenge. That's a lovely pass. And Dijk can get it clear. And the counter is on. Great ball if he can get there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. That's a promising run he's making on the right.
There will be 1 minute
Great ball, and he's in
time.
here. And he's in on goal. An uncompromising challenge. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
River Plate have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. He's gone for goal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
And that was very necessary. River Plate have got it back, and they'll have another go. Pirlo is always scanning the pitch for targets. Tigres are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Pirlo. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
He's having a shot! Oh, taken with style! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That was a given, it always was.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
River Plate are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Great vision. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. No outsmarting him this time. Now it's Batistuta. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Nicely weighted ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Can he finish? And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Ambrosini. Coming on the field is number 10, Hades.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. And this is Stoichkov. Pirlo. And this is Batistuta. River Plate can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Looking to play him in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
2 added minutes has been
John
indicated.
Neves. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And this is Batistuta. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evident. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Quality ball. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Tries to pass it through. Irwin picks it up out wide. Bullish header! Goal! Lyon! And Lyon are in front. Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Quarter of an hour played. And it drives forward on the overlap.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Cross goes in there. It's out for a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. And it's Schneider. Always onto this. He's having a shot! They've done it! River Plate are level. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Number 22, Stoichkov. Stoichkov. Stoichkov.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
No luck with that dink over the top. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Zanetti.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Zanetti was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has been cut short. And here's Neymar. Zanetti. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. He looked rushed, he should have waited for some movement.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Looking to go deep.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Played Bellingham!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Number 22, Stoichkov. Number 23.
Lyon get the ball rolling in the second half.
Number 13. Mbappe.
Quadrado has it out wide and in space.
Number 9. Bale. Number 10. Pepe. Number 6. Vinicius Junior.
Xavi Alonso. River Plate different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Neymar. Up he goes! Goal! River Plate! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
River Plate take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And here's Neymar. Bastoni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bellingham proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was...
Oh, great header! It's there! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
He had a decision to make, and he got it bang on. You can't beat a diving header.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Bellingham.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Lyon appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Neymar. No way through, so back it comes. Zanetti. Now it's Bellingham. That is ended up in no man's land. Bale. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure.